Thank you, Jovi. We are indeed with the 13th world champion and the visionary behind the Grand Chess Tour, Garry Kasparov. Garry, first of all, welcome back to Bucharest. There's a lot of consistency. We're always coming back here in Bucharest. What are your initial feelings?
Yeah, because it's a Grand Chess Tour event, and it's one of our classic events. So that's why it's every year now. I think we need some traditions in chess. So I think many players now also feel comfortable. They know they go to Bucharest, they know they go to Warsaw, they go in sometimes different order. They go to Croatia, to Zagreb, and of course St. Louis. So I think that's the Grand Chess Tour now got the gravity, the stability that's so much needed. And again, with many new initiatives, it's good to have something that is already by modern standards old. So it will be minus the COVID year. So I think we'll celebrate our 10th anniversary next. We started 2015, I think.
Absolutely,
yes. So that's something to be proud of.
A decade.
Yes,
absolutely. You were in the playing hall. You brought yourself the aura, but you also felt the aura of the players as well. After 3 rounds, what do you see in terms of games, players? Who do you feel is in best shape?
Today, the matches they put me in just a very odd situation because typically they say, oh, here's a board 1, you make a move.
Yes.
And then today I was offered it's like a free choice.
Yes.
And I didn't know how to handle it because again, you don't want to upset some players, and then I found a solution. So I said, I'm the oldest player here in the audience, okay, and I picked up the board that was the youngest.
Gukesh and Ali Reza.
No, the Gukesh and the Reza. So nobody could feel abandoned. Yeah. So look, again, it's. I think what Grand Chess Tour has accomplished, the classical events, and it's always in Bucharest, is that you can feel it in Bucharest, is that the game is still, has its fighting spirit. Because we have been dealing with this, the kind of Armageddon predictions that the classical chess is dead, and it's nobody wants to see it. And here in Bucharest, there's something is happening. So there are many draws, but it's not just the draws. I mean, like yesterday, there's Prague Gukesh. So this is you can't blame them.
Yeah.
Statistically, when you have computers playing, then probably more draws. Yeah. So, but you can't blame players for lacking the fighting spirit.
I feel that's also because of the new time format for the Grand Chess Tour with no second time control. They have to fight hard with 30 seconds on the clock.
Look, again, I think it's a very natural development. So the game is speeding up, but it's very important we keep, this is the core of classics. So this is like, the modern opera. So the preservation of classical chess, I think, is very important for helping players to actually realize their full potential, to put on display what they can do. Yes, and again, quality is also an issue.
I feel we need to talk about one of your favorite openings, the Nadorf.
Yeah.
That's happening in this one between Nadorf and MVL. What's your take about this last move? Queen D3, Queen G3.
But you mentioned again this is Nadorf. So I think that's I think probably we already discussed it once, but it's amazed me that it's the position after A6. So I think this is it's the most unique opening position. Where white played, I don't know how many, I think 16 moves white did in this position.
Yes.
It's an insane number.
Almost any move.
No, even B3 Magnus once played, So you have how many pawn moves? A3, A4, B3, 3, F3, F4.
Rook G1.
No, the first pawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pawn moves. Rook G1. It's a 9. Queen D3, Queen F3, Queen E2. So 3 moves. Bishop E2, D3, C4. Bishop E3, Bishop G5. Yes. Knight B3.
Yes.
Or even Knight D2, which is not. So it's amazing. So this is just one side. It probably shows that black is not doing well because white has so many options. But somehow, we can look at the MVL. He's still doing fine. And
how do players deal with so much information, so many options for white?
But
right?
you could see that the lines was like Bishop G5. They almost disappeared. I mean, the sharp lines that were just one move can decide everything.
They're solved.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is so they go with lines like you see more Queen D3 or A3 or H3. So where again, this you don't expect things to just to blow up in your face. But Queen D3 again, it's an interesting move, and and it's before E6, and I was surprised to see this how quickly this is he played Queen G3, and I understand the idea because it's the first I thought about Black would play Knight B6, but I'm not sure. So probably maybe White can sacrifice second pawn. Mm-hmm. Yes, take on E4, Bishop E4. Maybe C4, and maybe it's somehow it's kind of it's potentially might be dangerous. I'm not sure. I'm making suggestions. Yes.
And MVL smelled that danger.
Yeah, and I think I like very much his move. So Queen C8 because now he wants to go Bishop E7. Like, of course, he could have played, as we discussed, Bishop E7, but I think giving up pawn on G7 is probably. And now it's after Rook. Yes.
I think we've just seen a move. Rook to A3.
He's still doing the same thing, He's still trying to,
So he doesn't want to take on A4. He wants to maybe take with the knight.
No. First, he doesn't want MVL to play Bishop E7 because he protects the knight on C3. Very simple. Okay. He protects the knight.
So now, if you go here, you can take on G7.
Yeah, of course. And now, by the way, that's probably its improved version for White of this line because now Rook is here.
Can go to G3, cover up.
Yes. Or Bishop F3, and then Rook comes here if after exchange on E4.
Absolute madness of opposition, I have to say.
But King on E8 is.
So if it takes.
Bishop F3 or Rook G3, I don't know which one is better.
Maybe even F3 it says, but Rook G3 seems like. The engine doesn't like it.
No, I'd rather do probably
Bishop F3.
Bishop F3, yes, Bishop F3. But it's still
it's the Nadorf.
It's Nadorf, yes. It's sharp, yes. It's sharp, but still it's the. I don't know. It's a little bit.
It's almost a battle of generations. This one, Nodirbek versus MVL. We've seen MVL for so many years.
Yeah.
What's your take on Nodirbek? He almost feels like he came out of nowhere, but now he's so strong in the last couple of years.
Yeah, he's strong. Yes, he's very strong. Yes, the first time I saw him, I think we had an event in St. Louis 7 years ago when we just had our best American kids.
Battle of the Millennials.
Yes, this exactly. And I think with this Nodirbek was there, Prague was there. So we knew very little about them. So and I was shocked that our best American kids, they lost. And because we had also a few future grandmasters, Jeffrey Young, Sam Sevian. So but there were no, unfortunately, Yesipenko was also on the. So it's but it's amazing that this Uzbekistan just produce the coterie of some great talents, and obviously Nodirbek is a leading one, but there's something that's still missing. So this is again, you never know. This is because it's so strong, but others as well. But something is missing. So I don't know what. We'll see. So they're all still young, but.
Can you talk about the importance of culture? Because we see so many talented players from Uzbekistan now in the Romanian Federation is trying to do something very similar, bring new talent into the world of chess. Talk about culture a little bit.
Look, it is, when you say culture, you probably mean that it's more like traditions, it's just traditions. Yeah, of course, that's very important. Yeah, and you have, big names, role models to follow, and also you have the chess culture. You have some coaches or some strong players of the previous generations, and it's the right atmosphere because the talent probably exists everywhere. But for talent to be discovered and to be eventually promoted, developed, you need an atmosphere, the right atmosphere, and you need many ingredients. And of course, the chances for the talent to be discovered in the former Soviet Union, so they were much higher than in the United States. So that's why I always said, in America, you're lucky to have one Bobby Fischer, because it was just few centers, mostly New York and Chicago. So you had 50,000 kids. In the Soviet Union, you had 5 million kids going through the system. So statistically, definitely you have Karpov, Kasparov, Kramnik. So, now we could see that it's the traditions playing role. Look at India. Again, it took time, but now, and also I think there were quite a few coaches just moving. Even Kramnik, I think, was there.
Yes, he did.
So and again, big numbers, a lot of kids.
And Svidler now working with Pragnananda.
Yeah, but it's again, you have 1.4 billion people, but you also have some chess centers. So that's why the chances to spot the talent and to bring him or her into the game, they're much higher than elsewhere. And Uzbekistan also has some old Soviet chess traditions, and whether they play the role, I don't know. But I suspect it's not purely accidental. So it was there, and now, of course, this is with so many strong young players, and with the phenomenal success of the team. So again, the government is investing. So that's why you probably expect that you will see more kids. Interestingly enough, China at one point was strong, but now I guess the government lost interest, and probably the energy of the nation goes in a different direction.
How do you see Gukesh in the first 3 rounds? Obviously, he's maybe using this as playground for the upcoming match for the title as well. How do you see him?
Yeah, let's say his performance after phenomenal success in the candidates was not very convincing, but I think it's probably not surprising that such a shocking success. I think it's also because I bet he hasn't expected to win it. I think it's put a lot of pressure on his shoulders. Technically, it's if you look for the title, so that he could become the youngest player. Obviously, with Magnus around, it's not the same as the title when I won in ’85, but still in the books. It's Magnus walked away and again, looking at Ding's performance, I think we never know. I mean, Ding could play better, Ding could walk away, and then I think Nakamura will play.
Nakamura would play if Ding walks away.
So
yes.
again, let's see. So, and what's happening in this game, by the way, today?
Well,
they played.
Let's take a look.
They played.
This is the current position.
Yeah. Yeah, they level very quickly, Queen D5. So this is I remember I played a game with Hibner, but at that time in 1989, instead of Queen D5 they played Bishop D7. That was I think that's the yes, Bishop D7. I think Bishop G5, and this is the Bishop E7. I'm not sure which way. I'm not sure which way it was. Probably that's the theory of old days. Yeah.
But, it's still relevant, I have to say.
I don't know, but I remember that I got an extra queen for Rook and Knight, but failed to win it.
Yeah.
So that's
and
they played Queen D5, take Queen C2, and he played very quickly.
They were blitzing out this.
No. Gukesh was blitzing, not. No,
Alireza was taking some time. Yes.
Was some time, yes. Knight F5, C4, A3, Bishop E3.
And this is what we got right now. Looks good for black.
Yeah, okay, but it looks decent for. So, no, exchange. No, I don't like to changing queens. It's not right. So this
seems like it simplifies a bit too much, maybe.
No, because then obviously this pawn is weak.
B2, yeah.
Queen E4.
Queen 4. Maybe Queen D5. Maybe just to try to.
Queen D5, yes.
To make a draw. I mean, at some point, I guess you want to go something like that.
Yeah, this we go Queen H4. But he has to go Queen E4 now. Yes,
yeah.
That's because otherwise there's no other. Knight D4, no, that's not. I think Queen D4. Queen D4 is the. Queen E4, yes. Yeah.
The way to fight. Right? Is F5 a move, or is it too weakening?
F5.
Too weakening, right?
What
Maybe F6.
Maybe.
Try to exchange that. Try to simplify the position somehow. But still some play.
Yeah.
Still some play in this one.
Yeah, some play. Yes, yeah. So we'll see what happens. So
I want to ask you about this one as well.
I'm still trying to struggle to understand Rook B1 idea. Maybe Fabio will explain us what was the point.
Rook B1, castle, and F3 now.
He's waiting.
Waiting for B6? Is that? Seems like Rook B1 wants to provoke B6, but the question is why?
I have no idea. So this is B6.
Yeah. Do we go E4 or do we go D5?
But D5. What happens after knight A5?
Knight A5. Yeah.
Just no E4.
Bishop A6 and just sacrifice some pawns, I guess.
Yes. Then you sacrifice a pawn. Yes. No, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
With the F4.
Yeah, but it's dangerous because they could not. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't like to have this. Yeah, of course, H6, G5 you can do, but then knight goes on. Maybe it's not that. It's not the end of the world. H6.
Bishop H4.
G5.
Yeah. Bishop F2. To stop me from going knight G3.
Just to change that. I don't know. C4 pawn is.
That's going to fall.
Is doomed, yes.
That's definitely going to fall. Yes. And I don't want to go queen to A4.
Rook E7, queen E8.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just. Okay. Yeah, so it's. I don't know. That's just. We ask him a question, yes. So
I will ask him for sure.
If he reveals his secrets.
Yeah. Gary, thank you very much for.
But we
do have some more. Nepo, I think Nepo, we haven't looked at this.
Very interesting, actually. It was very interesting. This is yes. And Vesti played very quickly. Wow.
Two bishops. Some weird pieces on this side. It's knight on A5 and knight on B4. How do we assess this one?
I'm curious. I know bishop 4 looks good, but it looks ugly, C6. But
and then drop back with the bishop. Let's say I go the same.
I just want to win the pawn, knight D7.
Knight D7, bishop E3.
Knight C4.
I'll probably have to take that, right?
Yeah. This. No. Okay, I cannot. Yeah. No, I cannot win. Yes, so that's not. Then I have to. Yeah, but then my bishop is here. As the same.
So he wanted to do the same thing, but with a bishop on E4.
Yes, exactly. Yes, bishop knight B4, CC bishop B4. Now he should probably go what? Bishop F5 or G4 then G4.
Now the bishop comes to G2.
Yeah.
Starting to look a bit more harmonious for white, right?
Yes. Bit more harmonious, yes. So we. The problem is that's how black can.
Do we play knight C4 and allow this trade, and then hope that the light square bishop will do the trick?
You can start with bishop D5 first. Just white to rush. So
I like this move, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's this.
And now if bishop E3, maybe now knight C4, right?
Why do we have to rush? So maybe we can play something like rook C8. I want to play bishop C4.
Bishop C4, okay.
Just and then take with a knight.
Yeah.
So this is, I don't know.
That's the dream.
Yeah, rook D1, rook D6, yes. But maybe we can play now bishop C4. Knight on C4 will.
It almost feels like a 3-result endgame, right? It's complex.
It's complex, yes, because again, black has its own pluses in the position. Yes, so it's a healthy pawn there. So it's interesting. Again, that's what we have 5 games.
One more. Yes. We have one more we haven't talked about. That is the Prague versus Anish.
Which is a very slow game. Yes. Wow, they play. This is either very old-fashioned or very modern chess. You know, this is a play. You know, this is, it's like a shatranj. You know,
Slowly.
it's a prehistoric chess. You know, this is this play on the don't cross the board.
Actually, it was
like
Anish's birthday yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I told him.
Have you ever played on your birthday?
Yes, of course.
Many times, yeah.
I played. I can't count. First, you know, the best game I played was against Salov.
Okay.
In Barcelona in 1989, brilliant game. Actually, I probably even won the Brilliance Prize. So it's in '89. I played against Smyslov in '81, quick draw. Actually, it was black. I played against I think Lanka in 1977, quick draw. In 1980, it was adjournment. I think I beat Torre, but the game was adjourned. I think I won them. That's the. I'm sure there were probably some other. I'm not. Yeah, April was not a big month, so this is for top professional chess. So that's why I'm not so sure if I. But four games I remember. Yes. Well, yes. So interesting. Okay.
Thank you very much, Garry. Thank you for joining us, and maybe we'll see you around.
Of course. You bet.
Thank you, Garry. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Cristian. And